What is going on, you guys? Ryan from Wadfigs here. Contrary to popular belief, yes, I am indeed alive, still making videos, just got some stuff going on, but we've got a package here from Ringside Collectibles with some brand new figures in here. Before we start, I want to let you guys know that the countdown video, that is still very much a thing. I am almost done with it. I've just never really done a video like that, and I'm playing around with it. I really want it to be good, and I promise you it will be. I'm really looking forward to getting that out soon. But we're going to go ahead and open this package up. We got some brand new stuff in here that I can't wait to get open, so let's do it. Alright, here we go. We're going to crack this open, and as you can already see from just the preview right there, that is a figure a lot of people are excited for. We're going to go ahead and dump it all out because we actually have 2 figures in here in total, and we'll throw out the garbage. Bada boom, we'll get to the, I mean, it's still a great figure, but the less important one. As you can see right here, we have the Elite 55 Neville. As you can see right here, the first figure we're going to be looking at is the Elite 55 Neville, and this thing looks really great. I mean, just looking at the head scan already, I can tell it's the best Neville head scan. The other ones you've gotten, I'm not the biggest fan of, but this one is great. This is, of course, his WrestleMania 33 attire in the gold. Really love how this looks. Also comes with the Cruiserweight title right there. We're going to be looking at this figure after we look at this one, which is easily the one I'm more excited for, and it is, well, we got to adjust the camera a little bit, the Entrance Greats Kurt Angle, the first ever Elite Kurt Angle in Mattel form, which is something so many people are looking forward to. The return of the Entrance Great series as well, as you can see right there. Of course, it's going to come with a stand and all that, but we'll talk about that soon. Man, this looks really good. Of course, I really would have preferred a 2006 or mid-2000s Kurt Angle compared to this one, but this is still fine. It's still going to be, I at least predict, a really great figure when we take a look at it and review it. But it's awesome that the Entrance Great series is indeed back, and we are going to, well, let's actually look at the packaging a little bit because we haven't seen this in a while. The first Entrance Great figure I remember having, I believe, was the Chris Jericho in the red tights. And the Entrance Great series used to just be basic, but they've changed it up a little bit now. They are elite, and the first one, of course, is Kurt Angle. So we're going to go ahead and get him out of his packaging. Same for Neville here. Take a look at these two. Really can't wait, though, to see what Angle is like. Really excited for that. But let's go ahead and do that right now. Here we have Kurt out of his packaging, and of course, before we talk about the actual figure, let's go ahead and talk about his accessories. The most notable one, obviously, being the Entrance Great stand that he comes with, and he does actually have a peg in his foot, of course, like all Mattel figures, that can snap right onto this thing. Now, if I am correct, of course, it does play his entrance music, but it does have a slider on the bottom that you can either play the full thing, which I think this one is the preview, and I'm going to kind of talk over it so I don't get copyrighted by WWE. So that was the short one, and then just like the older Entrance Great figures, you can put it on the other slider, and it will play a much longer version of Kurt Angle's theme song. We're not going to do that, but it's got a grid design, sort of like the entrance ramp, and then 2 spotlights that are just all black, and then his nameplate on the front, which is really interesting. And then the other 2 accessories that he comes with are his gold medals. So you got the strap there, then of course the gold medals, which are actually pretty shiny, which is nice looking and reflect nicely on the light. Kind of look like real medals. He comes with 2 of them that just come off. They're sort of made of that soft rubber, so it's not like it's hard or anything to take it off his head. And taking a look at his head scan, of course, we've got a full head of hair Kurt Angle here, not the bald Kurt Angle that we all know and love now. But you definitely do see a great resemblance to Kurt Angle from when he first came to WWE. I think his head scan is fantastic. It looks way better than when they first revealed this figure. I was a little bit nervous when they did that, but in person, and you can even see it on camera, it looks really great. Definitely a great resemblance to Kurt. He's got a smile on his face, his hair, which in real life, it kind of has like a green tint to it. That might just be my lighting, though. I'm not sure if it's picking it up on camera or not. Kurt comes with 2 small red elbow pads, and then of course his singlet design matching the American flag with blue, black trim on the sides. Of course the bottom part has the American flag with the stripes and stars going all around it. And on the back you've got USA, his tattoo on his right shoulder, and then the design from the front continues onto the lower side. Also comes with some small Stone Cold style blue knee pads, which is awesome. I'm glad they chose these over some big ones so you get that full articulation. And then some white boots, so when you look at the figure itself, you can tell it's kind of basic in its design. There's nothing really crazy going on. It's not really as unique as some of his attires in his later days compared to here where you just have that one design in the middle and the USA on the back, obviously. But for what it's worth, this is a very, very nice figure. I think they represented this era of Kurt Angle perfectly. Also, you get the bonus entrance stand, you get the gold medals. I think it's a great figure overall. I definitely recommend, if you guys want a Kurt Angle, get this one. I mean, I'm still very much looking forward to 2000s era Kurt Angle, which is going to be great when they eventually do it. But first starter, I think they did a great job. This, I don't really have any major complaints about it. I mean, maybe the leg articulation is like a little bit weak. It doesn't go that far forward or out. But honestly, if that doesn't bother you, if you're someone for display, if you don't really care about the articulation and whatnot, this figure is perfect. But that was a look at Kurt. Let's go ahead now and take a look at Neville. So here we have Neville out of his packaging, and before we look at the figure, of course, looking at the accessories, he does come with the high flyer stand sort of thing that a lot of the cruiserweights actually do come with, so you can line him up on your ring post and then put him up there. So you can attach his feet to the bottom here, peg it in, and then you can have him look like he's flying off the ring post. I actually used to find this really helpful for when I did pick fed for that little bit of time. This was pretty good for some poses, so that's just a little tip. I think a lot of people do that. So taking a look at the other accessory, we have, of course, the Cruiserweight Champion. Let's see if we can have him hold it so we can take a further look at the title. And of course, it is great looking. This is my second, actually, so it's really nice to have two, I guess. I don't think this one's different than the previous one that I have, but it's nice to see Neville come with that. Now, taking a look at the actual figure, I know the one thing missing that a lot of people are adding are the armbands that, of course, go right where the shoulder peg should be, but they didn't include it on this figure, so I would probably get some rubber bands or do something to make it more accurate. But like I said when I first saw this figure, the head scan is what sticks out most to me. Man, you see a very big resemblance to Neville with this head scan. I love the way they did it. The hair looks awesome. The beard as well just stands out a lot. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure the face mold they have used before, maybe the upper part, or it just looks like Neville, so I'm saying that. But I feel like they have used it. It looks great, though, with the new beard, with the new hair. I think it really stands out easily as the best Neville head scan. Of course, he's got his ripped torso, his armbands, which are gold and black, which is the theme of this attire, which is awesome, by the way. And of course, the armbands are on both sides and sort of connect to the upper forearm as well. Then looking at the actual tights, they are gold. They have his symbol, of course, in the middle with the black and gold. And there are even some lines of a lighter shade of gold that you can see there on the tights. It's not that noticeable. They go on the sides as well and on the back. Now, if you guys remember the old Neville Elite, they actually skin tone painted the legs and just to keep the black from underneath the knee pads from having to paint that. So instead they just made all black legs, skin tone painted the thighs and everything. And it looks like they did that again considering the different colors of shade as you can see. So when it chips, it's going to look pretty terrible. But he does have his knee pads, which have a gold trim design on them. Underneath the knee pads are the black tape, and then his all black kick pads. So I definitely do prefer this Neville over the original purple one that we got. This one just has a way cooler attire with the gold and black, and definitely, obviously, well, matches Neville at WrestleMania 33 minus those armbands. It's still a great figure, though. 100% though, prefer it over the older one. Mattel, though, did a great job on this. Definitely give them 2 thumbs up on this figure. The armbands being the most glaring thing that's missing, and it's really not even that big of a deal. I'll find a substitute for them. Really hoping Neville does come back soon, though, because we all love him, and I've said it multiple times, but he was really one of the only reasons why I cared too much about the Cruiserweight division. That's going to do it, though, for this edition of Mail Call, at least the figure portion. At the end here, I just want to talk about something really briefly that I'll get into after this, but if you came here for the figure reviews, that's going to do it, so you may click off now. Now, I don't really talk about this a lot on my channel, and that has to do with gaming. It's not something I plan on doing just because it's so saturated, but I did get something in the mail recently that I would love to talk about. If any of you guys have Xboxes out there or even PlayStations, I would just love to get my thoughts out here about what I'm going to show you in a second. Again, gaming is something I really don't talk about. I do have the original Xbox One. That's really what I'm using right now for the most part. Here are the games that I have installed currently. I'm installing more as I just got a 2 terabyte hard drive, so I do have some more games on my ready to install list here. As you can see, not all of them I play, but mainly right now I'm playing COD World War II, easily one of my favorite COD games to come out. As you can see, I am a fairly big fan of the franchise. Really am enjoying the game. Also, Fortnite is great. We'll get into that soon. And of course, NBA 2K18 I am playing a lot. You'll notice I don't have WWE 2K18. Not a fan from the gameplay I've seen and everything. Just not going to pick it up. But I want to talk about this game right here, and that is PlayerUnknown's Battleground, which of course, one of the more popular PC games, and it just came to game preview here on the Xbox One, and I just wanted to say I'm pretty disappointed with it, especially because I'm not playing on the One X. The frames per second, the graphics, everything, it's not smooth. It doesn't feel like it's meant for the Xbox. Obviously, it's in game preview. It's technically in beta, so they're going to be fixing a lot of the issues, which I hope is soon. But if you're looking to get this game, it's $30. I'm not sure if I recommend it at the current state that it's in, but just want to get my thoughts out there. If you want me to talk more about this kind of stuff, let me know down below. Like I said, gaming is not something I really want to do on YouTube, only because everybody and their grandmother talks about gaming and does gaming videos, so unless I feel like I can do something unique, that's not something I want to do. That's going to do it for this episode of Mail Call. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me actually go over here to the figures, which is probably why you clicked on this video. And as always, stay tuned to the next one.